Okay, we are back, everybody. What you want to know? Episode 4, I believe. Great episode. We've got a wonderful episode planned. Like always, we're gonna have our segment first, and then our question of the week from last week second, and then we're gonna wrap it up with our conclusion with the next question of the week. And that's pretty much our whole show. But to start off, I want to let you guys know that you can DM us on Twitter at no_whatcha. That once again, no_whatcha. And it's a great Twitter page. You know, I don't want to brag or anything like that, but it's a great Twitter page. We get a lot of great answers to the question of the week on there. And that's pretty much it for that. And with that, I think we might as well just start off the show with our first segment.
Oh, yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Tommy, as always. Here we go. We're going to get our first segment going here, right here. Okay. Now, maybe you saw from the title slide. Maybe you didn't. Here it is, though. Yes, you're right. WWK presents Haiku. Oh, where did this come from, you might be asking? What? Well, let me tell you. We had someone come to us and say, hey, I really enjoy haikus. I really do. But I also like your podcast, right? I also like What You Want to Know. Do you think that you could write haikus, just to give me a taste of what they would be like if the podcast produced haikus on a regular basis? And I talked to Tanner, and Tanner completely agreed that yes, we will dedicate a segment to haikus, and that's what we have for you today. Yes, we are back. We're back with our haikus, and without further ado, I'd like to throw mine on the screen right now. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
My first one. Okay, this is about my beloved stocking cap that I am putting on right now. Sit atop my head, warrior fighting the cold. My ears are cuddled. And as you can see on the screen now, this is my stocking cap. My beloved University of Kentucky stocking cap. It sits atop my head. It is a warrior, and my ears are now cuddled. It's very valuable to me. I appreciate it.
I like it.
Thank you.
Straightforward. It's great stuff. People might have not expected a stocking cap coming out of that, but it's pure, and I love it. Good stuff. Okay, and with that, I'll go to my first haiku that I presented, and I think this is a good one. I think it's pretty funny. Yeah, I think it's pretty solid. Okay, so here it is. Going to the zoo. Better bring carrots with you to feed the giraffes. I mean, of course, you gotta feed the giraffes, and what's better than a carrot? Orange, giraffes are orange, carrots are orange. What could be better than a nice little snack for those giant little organisms, right? You know what I'm saying? I think that is great, and I think every time you go to the zoo, you should bring a carrot, and the haiku reminds you. So if you have this on your wall in your car going to the zoo, it reminds you to bring the carrots to the zoo to feed the giraffes.
Are you telling me that haiku is a reminder haiku?
I am telling you, it is a reminder haiku.
Also, very interesting. Did you just call giraffes giant little organisms?
I did. Yes, and I think it's a great way to describe them. Honestly.
Okay. I don't know about that one. I love it though. I love it. Okay. Getting on to my second haiku. So I decided to write a haiku about haikus. Okay. So this is I'm going to throw it on the screen. Very interesting. Here we go. Super duper short. Insightful meaning revealed. Do I sound smart now? I would argue, yes, I do sound smart there. Now, if you notice, here, I'll transition it back. I do not have a question mark at the end of my last line. Do I sound smart now? It is a statement. It is not a question. It is something that is designed to make you think. Is that a question? Is it not? All the profound meaning lies within. Look,
Yeah.
I think that's a solid. I think that's a solid closing.
Okay, I like that for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. I mean, you're smart now. It's great. I like it. Good stuff there. And I think we only have one more to wrap this segment up, sadly. However, we'll have the question of the week from last week next up. But to wrap this up, here we go. What you want to know is the best podcast ever. Try to prove me wrong. And I don't think you can. I don't think you can prove me wrong because everybody watching this agrees that this is the best podcast around. So I don't think you can prove me wrong. So it's really a rhetorical question where we're not really asking you try to prove me wrong because we all know that you can't prove me wrong. So I think that is a great way to wrap up the show, to describe the show after describing the haikus. You know what I'm saying there?
Tanner, I think you're dead on with this take. This is the greatest podcast around. Hands down. No matter how much planning goes into an episode, this is by far the greatest show on YouTube. Hands down. All right, Tanner, would you like to introduce last week's question of the week and their answers?
Okay, so last week's question of the week, as you guys probably know, it was what would be the best wallpaper to put on a wall, right? So
Best
lots
design.
of answers. Lots of answers came in, and we were able to choose the best one, which is what we want you guys to do. Keep DMing us on Twitter. Once again, no underscore what you. Okay, just a quick shout out there. But we got some great answers. And to start off, I think we're gonna hold Tommy and mine till the end, and I think we will go and start off with our supergroup's answer, which is a great answer. I would argue one of the better ones that they've ever put in.
I would agree completely. This is really good. Okay, so their design they would put on a wallpaper would be a scavenger hunt. Oh, okay. Let them explain with color by numbers and other puzzles that lead to various rooms in the building until you eventually get a little prize for solving the puzzle. So this is a wallpaper. It's going to engage you certainly multiple hours, maybe multiple days, maybe multiple weeks, but you're going to be working, and at the end, you're going to get a prize. Okay, so this is the wallpaper that gives back. You give your time to it, it gives you a prize. I think this is fantastic all the way through. Really, I don't think anyone's doing that out there. So there you go. I think that's a great idea for a wallpaper. Personally, I'd like to have that in my house. Hey, that's just me.
I agree. Also, got another answer. And this one comes to another viewer that always tunes in, and we really appreciate that. This one is, okay, this is a wallpaper of your favorite food, right? Okay, now basic. Like, come on, this is on the podcast. Are you sure? This is basic stuff, right? No, it's not basic. Behind the wallpaper, there's no drywall. No, it is that favorite food. So what we're saying is that you can punch through the wallpaper and then have a delicious snack waiting for you on the other side. So we're talking a hot dog is on the wallpaper. Everybody's like, oh man, festive wallpaper right there. And then you're like, hey, you want a hot dog? He goes, I don't have enough time. I have to go to the dentist or whatever, right? No, that's not going to happen. You can stick your hand right through the wall, grab a hot dog, give it to your friend. That is going to work perfectly.
I agree. I think that's a great idea. It's actually very similar to my idea. Okay, hear me out. So again, using wallpapers to hide stuff. Okay, so in that one, it was using wallpapers to hide food when you need it. Mine is this. Okay, it's a wallpaper that surrounds the entire room, and the wallpaper depicts a recording studio. Okay, so there's like microphones. There's like the sound system things. There's a whole bunch of speakers. Okay, and everything that's on the wallpaper, everything that's represented on the wallpaper, there's an actual item behind it. That's the exact same thing. So the whole room is a recording studio. It's just covered by wallpaper that is a recording studio. So the whole point is you can walk in and not have to touch any of the equipment. But but it would still record you, and then you can play back all the speakers, and so people would think, oh, that's weird that he just has a wallpaper recording studio. No, it's a real recording studio that's covered by wallpaper of a recording studio.
I love it. I love it. Good stuff. Okay, now mine, it's pretty interesting. Okay, and I actually put a lot of time and thought into this one. This one is 365 birthday candles on a wall. And now you're thinking, why would you have 365 birthday candles on your wall? You're not 365 years old, right?
Wait a second. Are these real candles?
No, these are not real candles. These are just candles, pictures of candles, whatever you would like. Now, when you're sitting there, every single day after your birthday, you cross off a birthday candle. And then once you cross off the final birthday candle, it's your birthday again. So it makes you feel like you have a birthday every day. However, you're not aging every single day. I think it's a great idea, and I think that'll really keep you interactive with your wall. Keep you engaged, right? It's my birthday in 363 days. Are you excited? Because I am, because I just crossed off a birthday candle. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be great. And now you're like, wait a minute, what happens at 365 days when all the birthday candles are off? Well, you simply need to replace the wallpaper. There's nothing else you can do. That's all you have to do is just replace it. It might cost a little bit of money. However, you have a good time every single day of your life. And I think that would just make or break the deal, and that makes the deal.
Tanner, I love it. I think that's a great answer all the way through. I'm a big fan. Yeah, because you're right. You would interact with your wallpaper every day of the year. You're gonna grow attached to that wallpaper. It's gonna hurt to redo the wallpaper every year because you're so attached to that wallpaper, emotionally. I think that's a great idea. Okay, well, guys, that wraps up our show for today. But as always, we have our little conclusion slide with our question of the week for next week, and there it is. Okay, so we'll see you next Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. There's our Twitter. Feel free to DM us any questions, any answers, anything you got for us. Just DM us. Let us know. Okay, so that question of the week, here we go. What is a fun, never before seen transportation method that you would like to try? I'm talking, are you going to be riding giant frogs jumping around? Are you going to be zip lining everywhere? Are you going to be, who knows, taking a flying giraffe, and taking your flying giraffe everywhere?
Feeding it carrots on the way.
Yeah, that's right. And then that's where your giraffe haiku would come in. Very smart.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yep. And then, of course, to answer, you can DM us on Twitter, or if you don't have a Twitter, you can always text us at 859-359-6480. Okay. That wraps it up. Me and Tanner are going to wave goodbye, as always. Adios, everyone. Have a good one, and we'll see you next week.